Welcome back, and today I've got a very unusual experiment for you. We're going to be looking at an effect in physics called latent heat. So this summer's been a really hot summer, and it's made me think about a really counterintuitive bit of physics that I wanted to talk to you about. When you're in a really hot room, did it ever occur to you that to cool down, one of the things you did is fanned yourself with, probably not a Chinese fan like this, but with a program or a book or a newspaper? Now that should strike you as really odd, because what you're doing, of course, is blowing that really hot air over yourself. Surely that should make you much hotter. Now, there's nothing better if you're in a really hot room to go and buy yourself an electric fan and blast even more of that really hot air over yourself. But the strange thing is, the really hot air that you blow over your face actually cools you down. So something very strange must be going on here. Now, there's one really unusual home experiment you can try, and my students find this one quite odd. To do this, you have to be a cat, so you have to do this sort of thing. Yeah, and then what you have to do is lick the back of your hand. It sounds odd, but it's worth doing, believe me. And when you've done that, then gently blow over the wet bit on your hand and see what it feels like. I think you'll be really surprised by what your warm breath feels like on the wet surface of your skin. So if you tried that, you get the strangest effect. You're blowing warm air over your hand, but where the wet patch is on your skin, it feels really, really cold. And so something very strange must be going on here. And if you think about it, what we did with a fan is we blew warm air over ourselves and it made us feel colder. Right, time for an explanation. And we're going to use the physics of latent heat to explain this one. So, when you lick the back of your hand, you put water on it. In fact, you don't need to do that. It works with a fan normally. That's because you're sweating ever so slightly. In other words, the surface of your skin is slightly damp. Now, that water on your skin is in the liquid phase. And when you blow on it, you turn it into a gas. I'm always surprised by the number of people who think that water only turns into a gas at 100 degrees centigrade when it boils. But no, a liquid will come off your skin and turn into gas particles, in other words, water in the vapor phase, at much lower temperatures. But the crucial thing is, those particles that leave your skin's surface have a lot of energy, and they've got to get that energy from somewhere. And they take that energy from your skin. In other words, they cool your skin down. So, if you're slightly damp, or you've licked the back of your hand, then a few particles will be moving very, very fast in that liquid. And if you blow, they'll leave your hand and they'll take energy with them and leave your hand much cooler. Now, there's a couple more applications of this that are worth knowing. That you might notice sometimes if you get out of the shower in the morning, you feel really cold. And in fact, the room's quite warm. Well, what's happening, of course, is the liquid on your body is evaporating, turning into a gas, taking the latent heat to do that from your body and cooling you down. So the fix is a pretty quick one. Get the towel and dry yourself really quickly. You'll stop the evaporation and therefore you'll stop the cooling. This is particularly noticeable when you're on a beach and you get out at the sea and you see people shivering and really cold. Get the water off you, stop it evaporating, and it won't turn into a gas, it won't take the latent heat from your skin, and it won't cool you down. So there it is. Blowing hot air over yourself actually does cool you down. I hope you learned some physics there, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.